fucked up hometown childhood stories that you forget. And it doesn't occur to you how fucked up they are for years. And then you remember them and you tell them and people are like, wow, where the hell did you come from? So I grew up in a very tiny town directly across the street from the church. And they were not the brightest. So they didn't have like a playroom for Sunday school. And so they decided what they wanted to do was put a swing set behind the church. Great in concept, except this church had a really old cemetery that came almost up to the back of the church. So there wasn't really space for the swing set. So what they decided they were going to do was just move the headstones. The headstones were super old, more than 100 years. No one's visiting them. Just move the headstones. So they took the headstones and they picked them up. And I mean, not easily, obviously they're heavy, but they moved them all to the side of the cemetery and like stacked them by a bush. And then they started to dig to, you know, put in the footings for the swing set. But the unfortunate things with footings for swing sets in a cemetery is that you dig down to put in the footings and you find feeties. And they did. And it was quite a big deal because digging down into graves and like hitting people's feet is a problem. You're not supposed to do that. You get in trouble. Great. So the swing set is off. No more swing set for the Sunday school kids. Fine. Bigger problem. They didn't keep a record of which headstones they had taken down from which plots. So they did not know where to put the headstones back. They could not put them back where they went because there was not an appropriate record kept or made during the movement process. So they just left the headstones. They left them piled up by the bushes and little scrub and weeds grew up all around them. So you'd go behind the church and there's a church and then there's this like 30-foot stretch of nothing and then headstones, and then off to the side, a pile of headstones that makes you really sure that some bitches are getting haunted every night for pulling that shit off. Like, who did that? Yeah, and that's the town that I grew up in. So if anyone ever thinks that my books are weird, this is the shit that I grew up with as normal.
This is the church, this is the steeple, dig in the ground, and there's all the people.